The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body, tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5'11" tall and has a reach of... Sugar Ray Robinson. This bout. What a pleasure it is to be here. They ring the bell, and here we go. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Nice lead hook.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on.
And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Right hook just missed. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work for defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
It's a good start to the round for this guy. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here? We've got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block it.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the... Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. And right back into the fray.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Are you all right?
At some point here, because this fighter won't stay down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. Suck it up.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you continue.
And that both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Absolutely crazy.
Come on, you've let him back into this. You're betting this, kid. Go back out there,
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breath. Big, deep breath.
and then we go again. I need you to go back out there. I need to...
Breathe. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out.
Boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, all right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. You was coasting this fight and
Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there.
confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out and first...
Get this boxing back together. You got complacent. The fight's not...
Bite. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. That's a...
Everything in the bag, and now you've let him back.
And there's the bell to start the round. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they're good.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go.
10, you're out.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled.
We've waited a long time for. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Both men step back for just a moment. And that hook scores. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Hook misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. That left hand lands.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey! Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That uppercut digging to the body. Scoring uppercut there. Very close. Borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Just relax and breathe. Listen to me. Breathe. Come on, suck it up. Suck it up. How many rounds do we spar at the gym? How much work have you put in it? Just relax and breathe. Take a minute. Get your breath back. Listen, you're not tired at all. You get your...
And there's the bell to start the round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Knocked out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Misses with the jab. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That jab scores. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Misses with the jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
worked hard. I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They landed a good jab there. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
They landed a good jab there. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You don't want to trade. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
So important now in this first minute, this next round, that you get on top of it.
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you've got this.
Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that pump.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. The hook scores. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. And that hook misses. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That counter punch caught him clean. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. A straight right just misses.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch-out play. Thought there might be more action here. He threw the hook, didn't land. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. They are not going to let... Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.